Hello there, thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm Tim, here at My Carbon Coach, and it is quite early in the morning for me. It is, just approaching 8:30. Not normally awake in these current weeks. It's been a bit of a strange one. I hope that you're all keeping well. So it's quite low energy this morning, just chilling out. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday. So strange times we're living in. I hope that you're all keeping well. I hope that you're all managing to stay sane with sort of the lack of human contact and interaction that we're having, making the most of Zoom calls and things like that to stay in touch with loved ones. So it's been a little while since I've made a video. I'm not sure what form this video is going to take. I don't know really what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been to the allotment in the past 2 weeks. I've been furloughed from work. I have quite a public facing job, working in a coffee shop / hot desking environment. And I wasn't prepared basically for how it was going to be without having access to shops and things like that. I don't own a car for environmental reasons, and that's made it really difficult for getting things like compost, etc. And to be honest, it just really got me down that I wasn't able to get the things I needed to progress on the plot, and so I just kind of shut down and ignored it for a little while. But I'm back. I'm doing some digging. I'm doing some potting up of some seeds that I did get before everything closed and went haywire. So we're just going to potter on this week and see exactly what I can get done, organised, looking better, etc. So we're going to do a little bit of an update of the plot, I guess. We'll have a look around at that. And enjoying this lovely sunny weather on this Easter weekend. Okay, so we're going to go for a little tour just to give you all an update as to what we're looking at. So the wildflower bed is looking okay, got a little bit of grass growing over there, but down here we've got some little seedlings poking through, I believe. I'd like to think that they're not just weeds, so going to be keeping an eye on progress there, which is pretty good. Over here, so I've dug out another massive shrub that was on this side and started working along the edge, and as you can see, if I step back, everything has just shot up. It is now completely overgrown. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to report that Monty is not looking too healthy. Unfortunately, he has bounced back a bit since yesterday, so that's good. So I'm just going to carry on watering him and hopefully he'll come back. So I've started digging from there all the way down here to join up with the crater, and I've started filling in the crater as well at the moment with just big clods of earth and grass, unfortunately. And this area over here is kind of now my wildlife corner. So it's got all of the brambles, the massive twigs and sticks and things, and the wood. And what I'm starting to do is to dig out this kind of rectangle square here. So I've also painted the side of the shed, so I only had enough left of the sort of creamy white from doing these to do one coat on there, but you can see it's kind of looking all right. As soon as I'm able to either order from Wilco's or reopen, or it reopens after all of this kerfuffle, then I'll be able to crack on with painting even more of that. So digging out all of this area here, as you can see, there is a mass of dandelions, and boy do these roots go down deep. And that was going to be the picnic area, so hopefully be able to get that set up, and then there's somewhere nice to sit in between taking breaks whilst I work on all of this. Over here on my no dig area, so I ran out of compost. I don't know whether that was enough to be able to put potatoes in, so I'm going to try and put the potatoes in now in a minute and see how we get on. So that is where I'm at, looking at it from this direction over here, get a bit of a better view as to what I'm up against. Okay, so I've just finally finished one big job, which I'm super chuffed with. Also, if you can't tell already, this is being filmed over a couple of days. Yeah, too much to do in this heat in one go. But yeah, there's the shed. There's the little posty thing that I'd put in. That's a little walkway going around to the back of the shed, and just waiting for my little lean-to greenhouse to go there. Water butt on the other side of the window. Some wood chip when I can get it going in there. That's going to look pretty sweet, I reckon. This is the pathway and no edging, so I've just done my best to just sort of stamp it in and whacked in some of the wooden planks from the shed, to be honest, so they've come in handy as bordering that off, and done my best to level it and stamp it down a bit, and that is ready for lawn now, ready for picnic table. So it's actually quite a large area, so might have a bit of space for a barbecue or a deck chair, something like that. But yeah, somewhere to relax whilst I tackle the rest of it. So pretty happy with that. Fairly non-essential in terms of growing anything, however it makes me happy that that's quite a sizable chunk done. Left the bushes at the back, the fruit bushes. Did have a little go at just trimming out some of the grass and the weeds from underneath them, but that's going to be a job for another week, I think. Just going to leave that as is for now. So that's that job done. On to potatoes. I've just remembered something else that I wanted to mention as well. Book club. So it was my plan to do this all along, regardless of being in lockdown, but it seems to be, I guess, one good thing that's come out of it, that this seems like a good a time as any. So I've started an eco book club on Facebook, and I've picked a book for people to read for a month. So for the month of April and I think half of May, I decided that I wanted to read How to Give Up Plastic. So I've got quite a few sort of environmentally conscious books on sustainability and things like that over Christmas and my birthday at the start of the year. Yeah, so basically the plan is to read a different book along these kinds of lines each month, and then have a bit of a discussion, sort of any tips or tricks or things that we picked up from them, and if it's sort of changed our way of thinking about, in this case, plastic. Could be different things in the future. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a democracy, so we'll sort of have a vote as to what book we're going to read each month, but I'm really excited about it. To be honest, I've been writing an essay actually about sustainability and how governments play their part in deciding about sustainability issues and things like that, so I haven't had a chance to get started on it yet. If you'd like to join in, I'll put a link down in the description. Right, after that interlude, let's get back to more gardening. Okay, so it's finally time to get some veg in the ground. It is potato planting. So this was the raised bed that I started trying to make the other week and completely ran out of compost. Ta-da! Got some compost, which is absolutely amazing. So big thanks to my friend that spotted that when they were out doing their essential shopping and dropped it off in a socially distanced manner. So all safe here. We've got our spuds. I think they were Charlottes that have been sprouting or chitting away in the shed, probably for way longer than they should. Got my trowel, got my spade. What we're going to do is whack that onto there, make ourselves some little trenches, get those put in. I believe it's about 20 centimetres apart with the shoot facing upwards. Cover them over and then leave them to work their magic. So no dig, potatoes, here we go. Okay, so through the power of montage, I've managed to get more compost on. Got 2 trenches, I don't know if that is being too generous with the space, and got a couple of rows of potatoes in. So the next thing to do is to cover them over. I'm a little bit unsure about this no dig method. When I was putting the potatoes in, the cardboard, I can still feel it in places, so I don't know how well that's been rotting down underneath the initial lot of compost. So we'll have to wait and see if the potatoes actually have anywhere to grow down. But yeah, gonna knock those mounds down, cover it all over, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. There's some potatoes actually being grown. Woohoo! Okay, so there we go. That was, I feel, a successful couple of days. We got a large area of the plot dug over, so that's ready for chill zone. We've finally got some stuff in the ground with those potatoes. So relieved to have that job finally done, and really looking forward to yeah, what will happen in a few months' time with those. Morning. Yeah, I'll be continuing to come up here on the daily now that sort of I'm over my slump that I had, that little funk, unfortunately. But yeah, so I hope that you all keep safe, hope that you all are finding ways to keep yourself entertained, whether that's heading up to your own plots, spending time with your immediate family at home, house party and Zoom calls and things like that with distant relatives and friends. But yeah, look after yourselves, look after your allotments, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers.